Last week, my regular gaming group couldn't play because two players didn't have time and I didn't want to play without them. But I didn't want to not play any RPGs that weekend. So I gathered the remaining players from my regular group and got one player extra. And we arranged to meet Saturday evening in Discord. And I was going to GM and I had no idea what to play. Then I remembered that I have Through Sunken Otherlands in PDF on my hard drive. And that system is pretty much ideal for this kind of situations. It has a feature called playbooks that help your players make their characters within half an hour, 15 minutes, with very little help and input required from you as a GM. And it also has adventure books that do the same for you as a GM, that help you make the adventure within 50 minutes, half an hour, while the players are making their characters. And then you're good to play and can have an evening of fun sword and sorcery adventures. And if you so please, like this video, consider subscribing to my channel, and I tell you more about this system. Through Sunken Lands and Other Adventures is a variant, a spin-off if you so will, of Beyond the Wall and Other Adventures, which goes in the similar line of a game that is very easy to pick up and play. But while Beyond the Wall focuses on small time adventures of adventurers that all live in the same village, and the adventures that are to be had around that village, a bit more fairy tale-like, if you so will, Through Sunken Lands is a sword and sorcery variant with mighty barbarians, Amazon warriors, and demon summoning dark wizards in an ancient worlds of warring city-states. So I'm inviting John Cocking and Peter S. Williams for Flatland Games. Honestly, I don't know any of these names. The core rules are easy to grasp. Anyone who's ever played D&D will feel right at home. So we've got class, level, ability scores, and you got your 6 classic abilities: strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. But this is a D20 roll under system. So the ability score bonus will be used, but if you're doing a skill check, you just try to roll under your score. For other rolls, you have to roll over. Like for attacks, you have to roll over the armor class. So it's an ascending armor class. Got hit points, saving throws, depending on your class and level, also roll over. You've got a number of fortune points, 3 to 5, depending on your class. These allow you to re-roll and cheat death. So this makes the game a lot more heroic right off the bat, because it's not as easy to die as in regular basic D&D. Characters can also have special abilities and spells from their class and skills. This is not a complete skill system, it's rather a specialization. So you can have the athletics skill, cooking, forgotten lore, stealth, etc. And gives a +2 bonus to your ability score when rolling, and you can specialize twice for +4 bonus if you so choose. Especially rogues get a lot of skills as they advance through the levels. In its core, the system only knows 3 classes: warrior, rogue, and mage. No cleric, no dwarves, no elves for this game, just these three. But what it does with these three classes is a lot. Let's have a look at playbooks. Got a number of playbooks that actually only use these three classes, but also in multi-class variants, and help you create your character that is fitting within this framework, let's say. Let's open one up. For example, this is the Spell Thief, a rogue mage multiclass. And you can just print these playbooks out or upload them to a cloud folder, give to your players, and they will be able to create a character within half an hour. Super easy. Just have to follow the steps. So dexterity and intelligence begin at 10. All other abilities begin at 8. And from there you can roll or pick your character's background. What did your family do in the great city? What was your childhood like? Depending on your choice, you get a number of attribute improvements and skills. And you've got a number of these tables. And whenever there's a prompt like this is a prompt to add something to the city map. So your group will have its home base in the great city of you choose, and the players can add locations that are important to their characters, giving them a personal connection to the city, which I think is a great idea. So as they go through this, not only do they get their stats, their attributes, their skills and their spells, but also their backgrounds, NPCs they know. So if there's a hand symbol, they add an NPC that the character knows to the campaign, and they get a connection to the other characters in the group. The player to your right was there with you. So at the end of character creation, not only do all of the characters have the necessary stats to play, they will have a background, a place in the world, people they know, and a connection to the rest of the group. So once you filled out your character sheet, this one here, you're good to go. There's also a rule reference on these playbooks, so your players can look up the rules and the saving throws and everything right with the handout you're giving them. This is so very convenient to get into play quickly, but it doesn't stop there. The game also provides you as the GM with scenario packs. This is the one I picked to play last weekend, the Mysterious Island, and we went to the island of Kipotia. So it gives you a number of tables to roll on for example, names of NPCs, the environment of the island, who lives there, what is going on with the inhabitants when the characters arrives, why have the characters come here, where are they headed, why is it, what makes it difficult for the characters to reach this destination, what presents a further challenge for the characters. Once the characters reach their destination, what foe stands in their path? What is the boss of this adventure? What strange details are there to flesh this out? And as the adventure ends, what rewards do the characters gain for their troubles, and what leads the characters to their next adventure. So, by rolling a few times on this table, you can create enough notes in like the lazy dungeon master way or in your own way to start GMing this adventure when the players are done creating their characters. Just like that. And there's actually enough material in these tables to create at least half a dozen unique island adventures. Well, it doesn't even stop there. It gives you some suggested monsters, islanders. And for these islanders, they even have a reskin variant, the lizard people. So this gives you an idea how to modify these stats slightly and have a very different feel to the NPCs that you are portraying. We've got some other monsters that will hinder the player's progress: Apekin, Simian Lord, wild beasts, dogs, monkeys. And you can easily reskin these as well. Dogs could become wolves or cougars or any medium-sized vicious predator. This sea cat could easily be a sea bear, an ice bear, or something other, with the very same stats. As long as you don't tell your players the stats, they will never know the difference. So got everything right here in this scenario pack to make the adventures and start GMing it right away within half an hour. And this is what makes Through Sunken Lands so convenient, so ideal to pick up for a one-shot on short notice. The amount of pre-game prep time you need to invest is just so low. It's so easy to pick up. That's why I'm picking it up again next weekend when I'm GMing another one-shot for another group of my friends. And I'm greatly looking forward to that. What? Question for you, dear viewer. What is your favorite system if you have to GM a one-shot and have very little time to prepare? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching and goodbye.